Long ball out towards Ched Evans, but City win it back. Mahrez with a delightful touch inside, and an opportunity maybe, which is well saved. Ben Knight came charging in, but out came Conor Ripley, and it was a good stop to deny him.
Well, an excellent through ball. He's timed his run, absolutely brilliant. It's probably on his weaker foot.
Useful when defenders can weigh in with that kind of figure. Here's Palmer, who of course played 90 minutes for the first team against Burnley in the Carabao Cup. And then there's a foul on Rodgers and a free kick to City, which Riyad Mahrez very, very swiftly gets on the ball for. And Ripley knows what's coming, just doesn't know which side the bending shot's going to go. Is it to his right or to his left? The wall, of course, guarding the near post as Mahrez looks at it. He's gone above it and into the net. Delightful from Riyad Mahrez. And even though, as I mentioned, goalkeepers know what's coming, you still can't do anything to prevent it.
No, it's absolutely beautiful, the way he struck it. You know, the goalkeeper, I think he's delaying as long as possible, thinking it may go to his right. Mahrez, it's a wonderful free kick.
This one, we were talking before about how João Cancelo is two-footed, Riyad Mahrez equally so these days, and the fact that he can go outside or inside makes him such a difficult player to mark. Here's Cole Palmer, meanwhile, for the Blues, who lead through that Mahrez goal. Mendy around the outside, brilliant burst from him, cleared but not too far. Rodgers then has a go, and Ripley is in the right position to stop Morgan Rodgers, who was on loan last season at Lincoln City, who you may recall got all the way to the playoffs in League One, weighed in with a few useful goals as well. Now Fernandinho, and Mahrez has it, looking for the 1-2 with Pozzo maybe. In the end it reaches João Cancelo. That's delightful from Cancelo. And he still manages to find Mahrez, and Mahrez clips it in towards Mendy, who stole in, and Palmer's over the bar. Terrific move by City. Mendy stealing in round the back, picked out by Mahrez, who held it on to Cole Palmer, and Palmer will be disappointed that he hasn't scored.
Yes, I mean, it's absolutely brilliant play. I mean, the ball by Mahrez is absolutely beautiful, and Palmer, I've been really impressed because his arrival into the box, his timing is really good. I'm really impressed with him.
Well, the Carabao Cup is often an opportunity, the FA Cup another, and even once or twice in the Champions League to blood young players. But here's one who might want to sniff of the first team, Edozie, and his shot is saved by Ripley. Made a save in the first half with his legs to deny Knight. Now he does the same to stop Edozie.
Well, he actually gets it. The defender does well. Preston fullback does well to keep him the small angle of the goal.
Smith joining in. Mancity opens up nicely. That's nice. Edozie, brilliant. Absolutely superb goal. And Sean Gota, you are so impressed with it.
Yes, I mean, the movement, the ball skill. I gotta get his name right, but the bit of trickery that he did, he really saw the defender. He fakes to shoot, and then he just does a reverse pass. Now Edozie gets on it, and again, he's not got the biggest of angle, but he manages to squeeze it into the near post. So again, Edozie's been making those driving runs, looking to get a defender, but this time he's behind the defense and managed to get a shot, and it's police who have scored.
Teenagers everywhere, and up against a senior Preston North End Championship lineup and playing delightful football. Here's Bolton again, and now Edozie, another teenager. Terrific wing play, and he almost threaded it through, and it was almost a third goal for City. Edozie trying to make it difficult, but Preston still threatening, and well, they went right across the face of the goal, and Nobody able to get a touch wearing green, and City get that one away. It's a wicked ball in by Rafferty. A terrific performance and a really good display. Two different lineups in the first half and the second, a goal in each half. One from Riyad Mahrez in the first, a wonderful free kick. The second, a really nice move ended by Edozie. And just one rather worrying moment when Kieran Slicker was unfortunately involved in a collision that saw him carried off. We wish him well, and I'm sure we'll bring you news of his well-being on the City website in the next few days. But for the time being, pre-season has ended with a Preston North End defeat for the Blues. City 2, Preston North End 0. He had a little glance, Mahrez, at the assistant, and the assistant was in a good line. It's always quite much easier when you've got the lines of the mowing of the grass to help you out, and you could see that he was just in front of the edge of that line. Now he's onside this time, Riyad Mahrez, and he'll get to the ball before it reaches the byline. Tries to pick out on the far side Edozie, who will score, and that is terrific. And Edozie scored against Preston. He's done so again today, and it's all courtesy of a precise ball in by Riyad Mahrez. And you have to say, you have to get in the positions to put them in, but all credit to Riyad Mahrez there.
Yeah, you felt as soon as he gets into those areas, Riyad Mahrez had that little bit of time. He threatened a second ago, and on this occasion manages to get in the area. And Diaz has tried it a couple of times, gets him away. He looks up, he's got composure, and he delivers a wonderful ball right in front of the goalkeeper. Edozie there must be thinking, fantastic just to stroke it in with his left foot. Wonderful ball and a comfortable finish.
What a wonderful booster. 39 goals and 37 assists for City since he joined from Leicester in 2018. Scored 14 goals last campaign, and he was the provider of City's opener today, and here he is again. Cancelo's made the run, and that's where the ball's gone. Great combination, ball in is good as well, and City have a second through Knight. Lovely move, the Mahrez Cancelo right-hand side always looks a threat.
He looks up and you know straight away the ball's going to deliver in a key area outside of the foot. He sticks it right across, simple finish, waits, just let the ball do the work, just guides it into the far corner. Another fantastic goal and opportunity for a young player from Manchester City.
Really, really good from Mahrez. Mendy, Mancity, great ball, Edozie. Knight's making the darting run to the near. Edozie checks, gives it to Mendy, and on the far is Mahrez, and it's 3. Superb goal again, 3 excellent finishes from City, 3 really well-worked moves as well. Mahrez involved in the first 2 goals, now scores the third, and Mendy gets the plaudits this time, and this was a manufactured goal with the seniors involved.
Yeah, the seniors, the finish is sublime, fantastic. Riyad Mahrez to control this as it comes out the sky. You know, it's a wonderful finish as it just cresses into the near post. Very, very difficult to do. Good ball in, great finish. It's been a real good spell from Manchester City now.
Edozie's gone short with a corner. Palmer showed for him. And got to the byline, and it's a penalty. Palmer brought down just as he was getting away.
Yeah, the decision making there. And once his little flick comes around the corner, Coley Woodrow just gets hold of his shirt. It's so easy for the referee. He just gets the wrong side. You can't make that decision on the byline.
And Cole Palmer himself, who's got a good record from the penalty spot in the under-18s and under-23s. Well, referee blew the whistle. Palmer struck the ball, and the keeper guessed right.
Yeah, it's a shame for him. It wasn't that well struck. You can see there, quite comfortable for Collins down to his left-hand side. He comes off the line slightly.
Interesting to see Pep Guardiola giving instructions to Mendy. He was specifically in dialogue with him there, wasn't he, Michael?
Yeah, he was, and I also seen him just slightly frustrated there. Jack Cancelo played a little flick.
That's a lovely ball by Mancity, and here comes Rodgers. Has he got the pace? He has. Has he got the finish? Almost. And then Mahrez, 2 good saves by Brad Collins, who made that penalty save as well from Cole Palmer.
It was slightly earlier than that, unfortunately, but as he gets through, he just could have went down. The finish, straight to the goalkeeper.
Nice ball towards Rodgers, and the little back heel, and on the turn, Nathan Ake makes it 4. Pablo Moreno with a little cheeky back heel in the midst of all of that, and Nathan Ake finished it off.
I think he might have been trying to get a little goal himself. It was a brilliant ball. Riyad Mahrez down the back, guided right across, bit of a sort of a ricochet. Nathan Ake, just before I think he takes his seat, manages to get on the turn. Can't believe his luck, right in the centre of the goal. Takes, good finish comfortably.
Don't know if the referee's going to add on anything for the substitutions. No, he's not. And the game concludes. And a really, really positive pre-season for City. A wonderful victory against Preston earlier this week, and an even better one today against Barnsley. Goals for Riyad Mahrez, Nathan Ake, Ben Knight and Sami Dozie. Ake with the 4th of them. And plenty of senior players got minutes in their legs. And some of the younger players had the opportunity to impress and did not disappoint. With 2 games, 2 victories, 6 goals scored and none conceded. The final score at the CFA today: City 4, Barnsley 0. Pep Guardiola has just completed 5 years as manager of Manchester City. What an extraordinary 5 years it's been. Now Mahrez wins the ball back. Gundogan has it. Suddenly City in with a chance already, and they might well take the lead through Edozie. Well, he scored in his previous 2 pre-season friendlies against Preston and Barnsley, and he's done it again, Sami Dozie. Now scored in 3 pre-season friendlies in a row, and he is to be applauded for doing so. Just 18 years old, and what an extraordinary week it's been for him. Knight shows for him, breaks off him, and Blackpool have it with Lavery. Tries to get beyond Diaz. The referee says that's a penalty. Diaz had a little nibble, says the referee. Lavery takes a tumble. Blackpool have the penalty. Well, in pre-season you iron out the kinks and get the rustiness out of your system. So Ruben Diaz can be afforded that. As Garbutt tries to tuck in the penalty, and he's dispatched it sweetly. Zach Steffen went one way, the ball very firmly into the roof of the other side of the net. Bowler lost out. Here's Ake. Now Fernandinho. Support from João Cancelo. Scooped passes, inch perfect to Riyad Mahrez. Back to João Cancelo. Well, it was a nice combination between the two, who've really been combining sweetly in both the previous pre-season friendlies. Mahrez and João Cancelo very much on each other's wavelength, and I suspect the right back will be a little disappointed that he couldn't get that lower. Maybe test out Stuart Moore in the Blackpool goal. Here's Mendy. Fernandinho gets the return ball from Mendy again and lands a fabulous pass at the foot of Riyad Mahrez. That's a really nice ball to Edozie. Edozie goes for it and Moore parries it. Mahrez picked him out. Edozie almost picked out the corner of the net. Here's João Cancelo into the path of Palmer and back to João Cancelo. Opens up to be hit, and he'll be so disappointed because he was in a glorious position to score. Look at the way he drives forward and almost demands the pass from Palmer, and then his technique lets him down right at the end. Just slices off the outside of his boot and away from goal rather than toward it. I'm pretty sure that the man with no name is Tyrese John Jules, who's not officially listed on the team sheet but has signed on loan from Arsenal. And I've seen John Jules many times up against City. It's a Casey Livewire, an attacking-minded player. I'm pretty sure it's he who has crept onto the field. Anyway, here's Mahrez for City. Terrific finish. And he keeps his goal-a-game record up in pre-season as well. Well, Edozie and Mahrez scored against Preston a week ago. They were both on the score sheet against Barnsley on Saturday. And now they're both on the score sheet against Blackpool. And what a wonderful finish that was. Can't underestimate how difficult to finish that is, because there's only one place that he can actually put this, because Grimshaw has the angles covered. And with his weaker foot, very left-footed player Mahrez, he has just guided that ever so gently and ever so precisely into the net, although Grimshaw did get a piece of it from Casey. City have taken the corner meanwhile, and Diaz almost gets there, and Ake does as well. Neither do, and it goes out for a goal kick. Another wicked ball into the box, and look how close both Diaz and Ake were to getting to Mahrez's delightful swung ball into the far stick. Beautiful flight on this ball from Mahrez. Oh, agony. Here's Mahrez for City. He was bundled to the floor. The referee eventually gives City the free kick. And again, it's a little ball into Gundogan. That is magnificent. The vision from Mahrez, the ghosting run from Ilkay Gundogan. Those are exactly the kind of runs that made Gundogan such a prolific scorer last season. He's almost unnoticed by the Blackpool players, who by the time they did see him, it was too late, and Gundogan was prodding it into the corner of the net. So Edozie still attacking from the left, Mahrez from the right, Bernardo Silva on the same side as Mahrez. The two of them have combined so many times from that City right. Anyway, here's Edozie down the City left. He has Palmer by the centre spot, the penalty spot, and he brings in Fernandinho to hit it, and the deflection almost took it into the net, and Grimshaw made the save. Nicely teed up by Edozie, and Fernandinho hit it crisply. It struck the legs of Casey, and Grimshaw made the save. Here's Mahrez. Probably touched the ball more than anyone out there this evening. João Cancelo up towards Gundogan. Again he's stolen in, again he's finished. Well, last season was certainly no flash in the pan. City's top scorer always seems to time his runs to perfection. And with players like Mahrez around, those runs aren't unnoticed. This time played in by João Cancelo. Gets beyond the last defender and just taps it past Grimshaw. Gets his second goal of the evening. City's fourth. And, well, how good a finisher has Ilkay Gundogan demonstrated himself to be in the last 12 months. Sandler was quickly in there. Mancity, who's also looked impressive. Clever ball, Mahrez. Oh, that would have been very special. Guardiola put his hands to his head. It may be pre-season, but he would have loved that acrobatic goal, acrobatic attempt to turn into a goal. Wonderful from Mahrez, the scissors. Picked out by Mancity. Blocked by Casey. And that is the end of the game. A tremendous pre-season for City, really. 10 goals scored, just 1 conceded. Pep Guardiola very satisfied with what he's seen. Riyad Mahrez has looked brilliant throughout pre-season. Scored again for the 3rd match running, as too did Sami Dozie. A penalty by Luke Garbett is the only goal that City have conceded in the 3 friendlies they've played. And 2 goals from Ilkay Gundogan, which made it 3-1 and 4-1, just showed that he has not lost his scoring touch. And you have to say that pre-season has offered so many positives for the Blues ahead of the Community Shield on Saturday. Plenty of first teamers have got minutes into their legs. Good to see the likes of Benjamin Mendy on for the full 90 today, Mahrez as well. And throw in some excellent cameos from some of the younger players, like the morning picture Josh Knight, Cole Palmer, Dozie, who scored in all 3 games, and really pre-season couldn't have gone much better. So whether you count the first day of the season, the game against Leicester in the Community Shield on Saturday, or whether you say that it's the friendly against Spurs, sorry, the Premier League fixture against Spurs the following Sunday, either way, the 3 games in preparation for that have concluded with 3 wins for the Blues, the latest of them 4-1 against Blackpool.